Balcombe Hills.
Thank you, Madam Acting Speaker. Madam Acting Speaker, I rise to highlight the matter of public importance before the House this evening, and that is to highlight breast cancer awareness. Madam Acting Speaker.
Order, please. The member will be heard in silence, please. Government benches, just take your conversations outside quickly. Sorry.
Madam Acting Speaker, unfortunately, I'm somewhat of an expert on the matter of breast cancer awareness because it was indeed in 1989 that my late grandmother, Bethelia, was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she passed away not long after that. It was 7 years after that, in 1996, that my now mother-in-law, Lorraine, contracted this curse, and she fought and won the battle against breast cancer over a very intense period of time. Fast forward to 2008, when my auntie Sue contracted breast cancer, and she very courageously battled that curse and has lived to fight another day. And of course, this year, some members of the House would be aware, my wife Nicole contracted breast cancer. Madam Acting Speaker, in debating cancer in 2012, it's very easy for us and discussing and indeed highlighting cancer in 2012, it's very easy for us to simply revert to statistics. And I'm sure, as any of those who have worked in medicine and in science and indeed research would be aware, that statistics are a very, very important part of research. But, Madam Acting Speaker, I think this week, as we debate breast cancer awareness and highlight the needs of those who are suffering from this curse, we should just rely on the one statistic, and that is the number one. One mother today will contract breast cancer. One grandmother, one wife, one sister. And in doing that, we personalise what this curse really is. And it's a disease that unfortunately is bringing down the best of our society. And there's no way for us to judge the reason for it. And that's probably one of the most difficult things. It was the 4th of May this year that I received a phone call from Nicole, who'd said that she had to go back to the doctors. It was 7 o'clock at night, and that's probably was certainly the first indication that there was something wrong. 13 days later, on the 17th of May, Nicole was in Norwest Private Hospital having that matter surgically addressed. And I must pause there, Madam Acting Speaker, and highlight the fact that if it wasn't for the first-class treatment that the Australian Health and Medical Fraternity was able to offer, I don't know if we could have got through that time. And indeed, in discussing breast cancer and the broader issues relating to cancer with the oncologist over the course of those 13 days, it was made very, very clear to me that Nicole and I should be extremely grateful that we live in Australia, because there are so many first world nations out there that just don't have the research capabilities or the inclination to address what is and should be described as the greatest curse to affect mankind today. After the surgery, she bravely went through a week of what was clearly extreme discomfort, and in her very strong manner, got through that week and went through the 4 months of chemotherapy. Madam Acting Speaker, if I can just indulge the House for another minute and just tell you all and advise the House that indeed there is a happy ending to the story. Last month, a month ago today, Nicole had her last session of chemotherapy. Of course, there's still a great deal of discomfort, but as I've said to a number of people around this place, I don't have as much sympathy with her at the moment because at least her hair's going to grow back. And every morning it is quite evident that that's going to occur. Madam Acting Speaker, can I just highlight to the Chamber, to the House and of course to the people of New South Wales that this is an important week. I know everybody in this place has been touched by cancer, and I know there are many people in this place that have been touched by breast cancer. But just remember, the worst statistic is 1. And for all of us that are going to spend a time over the course of this week addressing the ways that we can cure breast cancer, let's just spare a thought, as my wife did, even though she was going through the worst time of her life. She just wanted everybody to highlight the fact that the best thing you can do for a cancer sufferer is simply pray for them, because with the exception of any cure, it's that support from your friends and loved ones that will really get you through it. So I commend this matter to the House.
Thank you, Member, and let me tell you that the whole House is thinking of you. I'm very pleased that you're having a happy outcome. Do I have? Okay, I call them.